What's up, YouTube? Pink Reaper here. So it's like 2:30 in the morning. I have my headphones on. I'm listening to Toho music. I can't even hear myself talk right now. But I want to record this video because this literally just happened. I had this battle 30 seconds ago. And while it was happening, I was like, yo, I'm playing against this scrub. Like, this dude's not even good. And then I'm just going to spoil it now. Dude turned out to be like almost top 50 on the ladder. This is the OU ladder too, where the ELOs are getting quite a bit higher already. If he had beat me, he would have been top 50, but spoilers, I won. So, holy shit, look at this dude's team. He's got Cottony and Whimsicott. He's going for like the super hardcore prankster bullshit. He's got what has to be double screens as Elf. He's got what's gonna be Choice Scarf Trick Gothitelle. And he's got, looking at his team, what has to be Geomancy Pass Smeargle. So I'm like, what the fuck ever. I'm just going to lead Tyranitar. I don't even care. So here's my team. I don't know if I ever uploaded a game with this team. I might have, though. I'm running what's supposed to be Lee Breloom. It's got Focus Sash, Bullet Seed, Rock Tomb, Mach Punch. Yeah. And Spore. And, Healing Wish, Life Orb, Double Stab, Latias. So it's got Defog, Healing Wish, Draco Meteor, and Psyshock. Max Special Attack, Max Speed, Timid. Assault Vest, Conk. I've got Mega Gyarados, and I've got Landorus. This is Dragon Dance, Lumberry, Tyranitar, so I know I can just lead and do whatever I want. He's not going to be able to do anything about it. So he leads with Cottony, he sets up a Tailwind, I just Fire Punch. I'm like, fuck you, dude. I don't even care. And then he actually goes for Memento here, so he's obviously looking straight to set up. But I know this is Geomance Smeargle. So even if he sets up, I have double priority on my team, so it doesn't even, like, I can just switch to priority. But he makes a really good play. This is the only good play he makes. He switched to Gothitelle right here, and Breloom, like, well, I clicked Spore just in case. I don't fucking know. Maybe he made the wrong choice and misclicked. But anyway, he uses fucking, okay. I don't get this. He uses Psyshock here, so Tyranitar comes in free. You can't do anything to Tyranitar, and he just stays in. I don't know what he was thinking was going to happen here. But I Dragon Dance, and now I just Fire Punch, because I know Whimsicott's coming in. If I Dragon Dance again, he's going to Encore me, and it's going to be free. So I just Fire Punch again. He throws up a Tailwind and dies. And I'm like, oh, he's going to go to Smeargle here, and he's going to Spore, and then he's going to immediately die and quit. Watch this. Spore, Lumberry, Crunch, dead. That's it. Nothing. You're over. It's done. You can see my comment here. Sorry if I'm talking really loud, by the way. Like I said, I can't even hear how loud I'm talking right now. When I said having some issues figuring out how you're going to set up a Geomancy Pass, he took like 3 or 4 minutes deciding what he was going to do right there. I didn't even start the timer. I didn't care. I'm like, dude, you already lost. I know you already lost. You have nothing to stop this Tyranitar. But yeah. So the whole time I'm like, this dude's just some fucking scrub who's like low on the ladder using some bullshit team. Nope, he is 200 full ELO points above me on the ladder. I could not believe this bullshit. Anyway, this is just kind of a short video, so let's make it longer. There's another replay I want to show real quick. I'll be right back. Right, so we're back with another one. I guess this will be a two-parter. This will be Pink Plays Pokemon parts 36 and 37? I don't even know what parts we're on. Anyways, so this was a battle that happened last night, and I'm gonna jump in real quick and pause it. So this is my OU No Mega team as it is currently. By currently, I mean I accidentally had Volcarona still on it. I threw Volcarona on to do a test with Max the other day, and I forgot to change it back to Starmie. So Volcarona has Quiver Dance, Roost, not Bug Buzz, Fire Dance, and Giga Drain. I have no Defogger on this team because I'm used to having a spinner right there. And then the rest of this is just normal. My my OU No Mega team. You've seen it. You guys seen it before. So my opponent has Conkeldurr, Tyranitar. What I was assuming at first was a Sandrush Excadrill, but then looking at his team and his Zapdos, I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have Zapdos and a Rapid Spinner, so that's probably, sorry, I meant to say Sandrush Rapid Spin Excadrill, but no, that's what I originally thought. But then I saw Zapdos, I'm like, no, that's got to be Sandrush SD. He's got Lando T, which may or may not be his Rocker, depending on the Tyranitar. What's going to be a Vest Conk, and I knew right away that's Megazard Y. You don't run Megazard X with Charizard, or with Tyranitar, like, ever. You always run Megazard Y. So, he leads off with his Conkeldurr. I just Volt Switch out, get a little bit of free damage. It does quite a nice chunk, and I go to Volcarona. Nothing he has is really going to do that much to Volcarona. I just go for a Giga Drain to get a little hit on something and maybe get some health back. He goes into what's his Megazard. I'm like, that's going to be Megazard Y. He shows me Air Slash, which I did not expect here. So I know I can live a Focus Blast or an Earthquake, and I want my rocks up really badly. So I just throw up the rocks right here, and I don't eat that as well as I thought I could, but it's okay. I actually stay in knowing he's going to predict a switch. I'm like, dude, this guy's going to throw out a Flamethrower, watch this. Or a Fire Blast, but he throws out Flamethrower. And I get a Flash Fire Lava Plume, which does just a huge chunk of damage. So now I know he's going to either Earthquake, Solar Beam, something. He's not going to... So, like, oh, free switch to Thundurus, too. But he goes for Excadrill here, and I see Mold Breaker. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you have Mold Breaker when you're running Tyranitar? I'm like, this kid's a scrub. But seeing the Mold Breaker, I also know it's got to be Choice Scarf. He would not bring this in on a Thundurus if this was not Choice Scarf, because I could just Focus Blast here and it would die. I don't have Focus Blast, mind you, but I could do that. So I just go into my my Ferrothorn right here just to get some free damage on it. I could have HP Iced right there, but there wouldn't have been a huge... Like, it wouldn't have really done anything, so... Ferrothorn gets the free damage on it right there, and I get to throw up Leech Seed on something, so... I hit the Zapdos. He actually pulls a double switch here, which worked out better for me than I expected. I actually go to Volcarona, because I didn't... Like, Heatran's Death Fodder at this point. I didn't even want the Leech Seed recovery, so I go to Volcarona. I set up a Quiver Dance. Now, I don't know if this is Scarf or not. Oh, I'm talking too much. I don't know if this is Scarf or not. But, and if it is, I kind of, like, if it is, I don't want to risk losing my Volcarona because it's a good switch into his Conkeldurr. So I just go to Ferrothorn because Ferrothorn can take it no matter what. But it turns out to not be Scarf. He throws up his Stealth Rocks, which is fine for me. I throw up I think I throw up a Leech Seed here. No, I throw up a layer of Spikes. That's right. I want to get some damage on the Conkeldurr, and then I throw up a Leech Seed just to get some health back. Now, I was hoping he'd stay in and try and go for another Earthquake to basically kill me, but he doesn't. I kind of protect for a waste there. I throw out Heatran just to sort of sack it, but he goes for Heat Wave. I could have gone to Lando here, maybe predicting an electric move, but I'm like, nah. Oh, shoutouts to Dr. Peepee. He ends up having Volt Switch, which I find kind of weird, but, so now that I know that's not Scarf Landorus, I'm like, well, whatever, I can just throw out an HP Ice here and you can't do anything to it. In comes the, Tyranitar, and I'm like, that kind of looks like Scarf damage. Or not Scarf damage, Assault Vest damage. But he makes a good play here, and he goes for Pursuit on my Volt Switch. And I go into Ferrothorn, just to throw up another Leech Seed and get some free health. Now, obviously, he can just Heat Wave here, Volt Switch. He can just switch straight if he wants. And he just does go for the switch, but I was expecting that. Not really. I lied. So I sack my Volcarona right here. It's not a big deal. That was expected to be just a straight sack anyway. I bring in the Landorus here. I throw up a Sludge Wave. That does a hell of a lot of damage to that Zapdos. And he can't really risk bringing anything else in, so he has to sack it here. Obvious Conk is obvious. So I just switch in Thundurus, let it die. So nothing has to take a hit. He goes for knockoff, I think here. Yeah, not a bad play. Now this is probably the most important thing that happens right here. Watch this. I go for Play Rough and I miss. Like, oh yeah, great. And now he knocks me off. Now, if I had hit that Play Rough, he would have died and I'd have still been at 88%. Now, Vest Azu takes 78% maximum from Charizard, Megazard-wise, like modest Solar Beam. I could survive anything that Megazard wanted to do right there, and Azu would have put tons of pressure on the rest of his team. But instead, I'm now out of Vest. And that's really bad for me. On the plus side, I know Lando can take pretty much the rest of his team, so I just go for an Aqua Jet here. It does way more than I would have thought. 35% there, which I didn't think about, but that obviously he's minus defense nature since he's running Earthquake. Now, and I want to bring this to your attention again. I would have he would have basically had to sack his Charizard right here. He would have had to sack something if I still had my Vest, because my Azu would still be alive. But I go right into Lando. He can't do anything right to Lando at this point. The only Pokemon on this team that outspeeds Lando is going to be that Choice Drill. So I just go for a free Sludge Wave. It does, some damage to Landorus. Now here's a weird thing. I HP Ice here, but I don't take any damage, and I haven't lost my Life Orb. I still have Life Orb, and that doesn't get a Sheer Force boost. But whatever. He brings in T-Tar for reasons I couldn't tell you. It dies immediately to Earth Power. And then he brings in Excadrill. And I know the only thing he can do to win here is get an Iron Head Flinch. Okay, that's it. If he doesn't Iron Head Flinch, he can't possibly win. And in truth, I actually could have gone to Ferrothorn right here. If I was smart, I would have gone to Ferrothorn. He wouldn't have done he would have done almost nothing to Ferrothorn. He would have done like 10%, if even that. And I could just throw up Leech Seed at that point, because even if he switches to Charizard, his Charizard was only at 16%. And I didn't think about that. Because it would have taken 12% from Leech Seed, and then it would have taken 12% more when I protected. Or he could switch out to Excadrill again, and I could protect again, because, he's Choice. I know he is. I know his Zard doesn't have Recovery. He's got Flamethrower, Solar Beam, Air Slash, and Earthquake. The smart thing would have been to switch to Ferrothorn and just eat the Iron Head. That was my mistake. But I don't flinch. I get the Earth Power, and he dies. And I shit you not, he gets pissed about this. He's like, I should have lost. Apparently. That 30% flinch should have happened, and I should have lost. He was literally saying that the 70% that was in my favor was not enough to say I should be the winner here. Like, what the fuck, are you retarded, bro? Like, I don't even know what you're doing here. Even if I had flinched, I'm gonna be honest, I would have switched to Ferrothorn, and you would have still lost, because I could have just gone with that. But the reason I'm doing this, the reason I'm putting this guy on blast, is because he continued to bitch after the game was over. Like, he PM'd me, and he was like, dude, you're a scrub. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You just lost to a no-mega team, and you're saying that the 30% is like, oh, you should have won. You should have got that hacks and won. Like, fuck this guy. I wanted to record this specifically so I could put this guy on blast. This guy's a scrub, and I want the internet to know it. I I guess that's what this is. This is just Scrubs on Blast for this particular episode of Pink Plays Pokemon. And then the best part was, too, I watched another video of this kid, like, I watched another battle this kid played. I just clicked his name, and he was in a battle, and he straight up lost to another Landorus. Like, he had a T-Tar out, and he switched into his Excadrill, and it just died to Earth Power. I'm like, yo, this kid is fucking bad. I felt bad that I almost lost to him at that point. Anyways, can you guys hear my music? Whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Pink Reaper yelling into his mic about Scrubs for like 15 minutes, signing out.